The winter jungle was hushed under a silver moon, the world blanketed in soft snow that glistened like tiny diamonds. Jack's boots crunched gently as he led the way along a winding path. The air was crisp and filled with the faint scents of pine and frost. Grace, the giraffe, strolled beside him, her long neck brushing against the snow-dusted branches, sending a flurry of delicate flakes swirling down. Behind them came Toby, Luna, and little Teddy, their orange fur glowing warmly against the cool blue of the snowy landscape. Teddy bounced with excitement, his paw prints zigzagging across the path. "Jack," Teddy called out, his voice lively in the still air. "Where are we going tonight?" Jack turned with a smile. "To the Frostflower Meadow," he said, his voice full of wonder. Teddy's ears perked up. "What's a frostflower?" Grace lowered her head to speak softly. "It's a magical flower that blooms only on the coldest nights of the winter," she exclaimed. "Its petals are made of ice, but they sparkle like they are lit from within." "They sound beautiful," Luna said, her golden eyes glimmering as she looked toward the horizon. "They are," Toby added, but they are also rare. Finding them is like discovering a hidden treasure." The group continued walking, their breath misting in the chilly air. The jungle grew quieter as they ventured deeper, the trees standing tall and still like frozen sentinels. The snow glittered under the moonlight, and the only sound was the soft rustle of the wind. Jack stopped suddenly, pointing ahead. "Look," he said. The group turned their eyes forward, and there, nestled in the clearing, was a Frostflower Meadow. It was a sight that stole their breath, a wide expanse of delicate flowers, their icy petals shimmering in hues of pale blue, silver, and lavender. The flowers glowed softly, their light reflecting off the snow, creating a magical, otherworldly scene. "They are even more beautiful than I imagined," Luna whispered, her voice barely audible. Teddy dashed forward, his tiny paws kicking up puffs of snow. "They are glowing," he exclaimed, circling one of the flowers in awe. "Why do they glow?" "The frost flowers absorb the moonlight," Grace said, stepping gracefully into the meadow. "They shine brightest on nights like this, when the air is crisp and the moon is full." Jack knelt down by one of the flowers, careful not to disturb its fragile beauty. "It's like they are made of stars," he said, his voice filled with wonder. Toby sniffed one of the blossoms, his warm breath causing the petals to shimmer even more. "Legends say the frost flowers are a gift from the winter itself," he said. "They bring peace to anyone who finds them." The group spread out through the meadow, each of them taking in the tranquil beauty of the glowing flowers. The air was still, and the soft light of the frost flowers created a sense of calm that wrapped around them like a warm blanket. Teddy sat down beside one particularly bright flower, his tail curling around his paws. "Do you think they can grant wishes?" he asked, looking up at Jack. Jack smiled. "Maybe," he said, "if your wish comes from your heart." Teddy closed his eyes, his little face scrunching up in concentration. "I wish for more nights like this," he whispered. Luna and Toby sat close together, their tails intervened as they watched Teddy. Grace stood nearby, her long neck arched gracefully as she gazed at the glowing flowers. Jack leaned back against her side, his body relaxing as the peaceful energy of the meadow filled him. The frost flowers remind me of how magical the jungle could be, Grace said softly. Even in the coldest moments, there is beauty to be found, Jack nodded, his eyes half closed. It feels like the flowers are singing, even though it's so quiet. Toby's deep voice broke the silence gently. They don't need sound to tell their story. Their light says everything. The group grew quieter, their breaths slowing, as the meadow's peaceful energy lulled them into drowsiness. The frost flowers glowed steadily, their light flickering like tiny candles. Teddy yawned, his small body sinking into the soft snow. I feel so calm, he murmured, his eyelids growing heavy. Luna nuzzled him gently. That's the magic of the frost flowers, she said. They remind us to rest, to dream. One by one, the friends drifted into sleep, their dreams filled with the soft light of the Frostflower Meadow. The flowers seemed to hum faintly, their glow dimming just enough to cradle the clearing in serenity. The moon continued its journey across the sky, its light casting soft shadows over the quiet meadow, and as friends slept, the frost flowers stood watch, their icy petals shimmering gently in the stillness of the winter jungle. The jungle was at peace, the stars above twinkling like tiny frost flowers of their own. The night stretched on, calm and unbroken, a perfect lullaby for the friends and all who found solace in its beauty.